Welcome back to the Valencia save. It's episode 2 of the FC26 Spanish journey. The Palace save will be starting over the next 48 hours or so. Hopefully, tomorrow is the current plan. If I could get all the Patreon players made in time, of course. But we were asking you guys for plenty of transfer feedback for this first episode at Valencia. And thank you for all of your comments in the first episode. Do keep those likes coming. It very much helps push the content to new users. And of course, make sure you come and join me on stream to see all of the content recorded live as well. We stream here on YouTube, we stream on Twitch, and we stream on Kick too, all /ChesnoidGaming username wise. So, full disclosure, had to restart the save because the squad file when I started wasn't up to date. It was the latest one I had access to, but it wasn't up to date. So we've restarted the save. Now players like Isak are at Liverpool and Donnarumma's at Manchester City, etc. We have replicated the sales we did from before. So the right back has gone, although he hasn't gone to Villarreal this time. He's gone to Sevilla instead, but for the same fee. So financially, we're in the same position. We're fortunate enough that there are a couple of extra youth players that are in the database now that we've been able to utilise. Obviously, we've sent them out on loan, and my academy players are slightly different. But we have a number of names on the shortlist for players to bring in. We're looking for a right back, a left back, a centre back, and a striker at the moment. I have a free agent centre back I might well be looking to bring in. You can see him there. We have a couple of centre back potential options. Centre mid potential options as well that are free agents. But we're going to try and lean a little bit towards the realism, as you guys have asked for in the comment section. So we won't just be going and splashing loads of cash. Obviously, Valencia in real life have tended to be on the cheaper side with the deals they've done IRL recently, thanks to probably Peter Lim more so than anything else. And obviously, every player in La Liga that signs a contract has to have a release clause. So we'll be adding release clauses in for everybody as well. At the minute, we're going to try and get a couple of loan deals through. We're going to try and get a couple of permanents through. Luis Muntianu was linked with Valencia in real life in the summer. So that seems like a no-brainer there for the striking option. Rodrigo Muniz was a popular option with you guys as well. He has the Acrobatic Playstyle Plus, which is intriguing. Doesn't look sensational, but I don't know how the gameplay plays yet this year, so he might be very, very good. But we're going to try and get Muntianu in first. Their asking price is 15.2 apparently. We're going to try and get him about valuation if I can here for around about 9 million euro. We'll see what they say initially. And they say absolutely no, go away. So we'll try that again in a little while. With regards to the free agent options, I have Jesus Orozco Chiquete, who doesn't look too sensational now, but has potential of 80 to 86 or 80 to 83 or something in the early 80s. So I am tempted by him. Obviously, we've got some better options that we could potentially look to buy or loan in the meantime. I did want to see if I might be able to loan Fran Garcia. Oh, we might be able to loan Fran Garcia! Huge! Loan signings are going to be very, very important for us in these first couple of seasons. And this could be unreal if we're able to get Real Madrid to agree to this. I would rather not play 60%. Can you let me pay 50, please, Chabby? Right. That would be a hell of a signing in on loan at left back. I'd be unbelievably pleased with that. The go-to centre mid free agent is Eric Sanchez. 78 rated. 25 years of age. He's only 5'6", but technically looks like a really, really good player for the level that we're at right now and would add so much to our centre mid situation. So I am absolutely going to try and get him in if we can get him to sign a contract. Squad role wise, I'll say important. He can have important if he wants it. Crucial, I'd rather you sign important. Will you sign important? You want crucial? Fine. To be honest, he's going to get a lot of football because he's good enough. We'll go for a 3-year deal, and we might well have a centre mid on his way to us. Now, propose a release clause. I don't know what he's valued at because I'm not signing him from another club, so I'll put like a £35 million release clause in. Apparently they're happy with that. I almost certainly will be able to replace him for 35 million euros, so that's not a problem at all. I'll try about 28,000 a week. So I'm not sure what the wages look like right now on FC26. And I mean, he's happy to sign that. So Well, that's that done. That was pretty straightforward, wasn't it? As we say thank you to Elias for subscribing on Twitch. Thank you very much indeed, my friend. We have our first official signing has joined the club. Welcome to the gang, as a couple of youngsters also go out on loan. Right, more incomings inbound. Vinicius Tobias. He's an intriguing one because he can grow very well, can't he? Vinicius Tobias might be a player that just does a very good job for not much money. And I think he might be potentially too good to turn down for this sort of value. So I'm going to look to bring Vinicius Tobias in from Shakhtar here, just to bulk out our fullback options at the minute. We'll go rotation. I'm sure he'll accept that, actually. He's got real player face as well, which is great. So 4 years as a 21-year-old suits me down to the ground. Once release scores a 10.8, I mean, I'll try and get it slightly higher. Is there much negotiation in release clauses these days? No. Okay, 10.8 it is then. And then wage-wise, I'll offer him slightly more than what he's currently on, and he should just say, yes, please. All right. Yes, please. Another signing through the door. This time from Shakhtar. Welcome to the gang, Vinicius. We've signed Vinicius, but not that one. I think Chiquete is a bit of a no-brainer, really. He's not very highly rated at the moment, but that just means he's not going to be begging to play. But knowing that, wow, 5-year deal. I mean, I guess it protects the investment, doesn't it? We know that he has good potential. So I'm going to put a £35 million release clause on him and see what they say. 19. Okay. How about like 23? Maybe? Is there much negotiation to be had here? No. How about 21? Come on, talk to me. Let's fine. Let's negotiate. Great negotiation, mate. I'll give you those bonuses, but then if you sign something a little bit less a week, then everybody's happy. Everybody's happy! Orozco Chiquete is in. Right, we've done very well with the free agents. We still want to sign Montiano as a striker. The squad is fleshing out with some extra talent. It's not necessarily a lot of talent that's going to make a massive impact immediately, but fingers crossed, we are setting Valencia up for the future here, which is certainly not something that's been done very well IRL thus far. This is someone else going out on loan. What we want to know now is about Garcia coming in on loan from Real Madrid. If we get that deal done, I'm absolutely thrilled. Did I just say Garcia loaned in? I was just clearing my inbox, and I've not had a cutscene. Hallelujah! That is cracking. Obviously, we have Gaia, but to have someone of that quality available as a backup, not only at left back, but with a 3-star week for right back too, and can play out wide, that's a stunning loan deal. Thank you, Real Madrid. Muchas gracias. That is fantastic. Right, we're headed our way towards the first league game of the season. I'm not sure if the fixtures are the same as they were in the previous days. I think so. With Sociedad being the first one. Osasuna and Getafe, the remainders. The plan is to finish the transfer deadline day in today's episode, so we shall wait and see how we crack on. Galatasaray have bid for Hugo Duro? No. I could probably go in for Montiano now again, though, can't I? So let's have a look. See if we can't get the Romanian in. It's only 23 as well. We bid 9 last time, and they just kicked me out the door. So that says to me I'm going to have to bid a little bit higher. 12. You want Hugo? Now, Andre Almeida is not a player that I'm that fussed about. So I might do this. I might do this. I mean, this is 12.7 million in valuation. I'm going to try Almeida and 2.5 mil with a 12% sell-on clause. Yeah. I mean, it looked like the manager couldn't quite believe it. It's like, you said yes? I couldn't quite believe it. Right, okay. He's only on £6,800 a week, euro a week, actually. So, oh, he only wants rotation as well. Oh, dreamy. Dreamy, dreamy, dreamy. 4-year deal, please, Lewis. 29.9 million release clause suits me down the ground. That is quite the hike in wages, but it's still not a giant wage, quite frankly. Will you accept 21.5? 26.5 without the other bonus. Okay, how about 24 on the nose with the current signing bonus? We have ourselves a new striker as well. Right, the window is coming along very nicely indeed. I'm not sure how much money we've got left, but I believe... Shatings, we get some bits on Twitch. Thank you very much, Ashley, for the 50 bits. I think that's a good deal for me. I'm not that fussed about Andre Almeida, in all honesty, just from looking at his stats. So I think we've gotten everybody in or filled the positions that we were looking to fill at this stage. And I've still got 29 million euro left for the January transfer window. We're in a much better spot now than we were when we started the save. So let's go and see what we're like on grass. Here we go. Match day 1 at the Mestalla. It's a beautiful ground. A few friends have been. I would love to go in real life to the Mestalla. It is a pretty stunning stadium. We hope to do it proud here in this save. Very much so indeed. We are on Ultimate with the authentic sliders. I have tweaked the sprint speed for the AI and for me from 35 to 40. That's the only change I've made thus far. Because I think just in general 35 is probably going to be a little bit too slow. I think last year we just bumped it to 50-50. But we'll take it game at a time. Tweak it bit by bit. But... it is, of course, our first game here in La Liga. Player to watch is Kubo for Real Sociedad. Unsurprisingly, he's probably going to be pretty good for them, you would imagine. Let's see what their team looks like at this stage. So, starting in goal for them is 83 rated Alex Ramiro. They've got Jon Mikel Aramburu, right back, Zubeldia, Elizondo and Munoz. Yangel Herrera and Jon Garocha at centre mid. In CDM, Takefusa Kuba on the right, Sergio Gomez on the left, Lucas Šucic at cam, and of course Mikel Oyarzabal through the middle at striker. Carlos Soler is at Real Sociedad now, as is Gilletta Sarr. Gonzalo Guedes is here. Brave Mendes is going to be very good. That's a superb option to have off the bench. Well, let's find out what this gameplay is all about, shall we? Going to knock that back to Gaia. Pepelu. Beltran is waiting. I see the space in the middle here for Guerra, and if Guerra can find Hugo Duro! We could have scored with our first chance on goal. We have not. Good save by Alex Ramiro. He's going to be a very difficult goalkeeper to get the ball past, I think. Herrera finds Oyarzabal. Found some space. Well held by Aguirre Zebalar. You guys have asked me to grow him, play him, and ultimately, if we have the finances available at the time, buy him too. So, alright, that's the plan. Lopez away down the wing. We'll try and deliver the ball into the middle. Did that hit a hand? It did. We'll have a free kick for handball here. Pepelu has the opportunity to... Actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull this back to the edge of the box there, because my man is in quite a bit of space. And here is Lopez. Well held by Ramiro. That was travelling. Headed towards that top corner, but stopped well by the goalkeeper. 0-0 thus far. Pretty even first half. They've had more of the ball than me, but we've certainly created more chances. There's only been 3, but it definitely is slower gameplay than 25 after one half's worth of experience thus far on the sliders. Although obviously, and with the authentic gameplay, I'll be honest, it's not just a slider set, of course. They have definitely tweaked AI behaviour as well, as part of the authentic game mode. The game will inherently play considerably differently as well, comparison to competitive. It's not just a slider set. So don't be fooled by the fact that it looks like it's just a slider set. That's not the case. There's definitely behavioural changes with the AI as well. Pepelu. Aguilera again, out to Lopez. We'll drill this in the middle here. Beltran will turn and look for Hugo Duro around the corner. He missed his earlier chance. This one is well saved and won't fall back to a Valencia man. It's a brilliant header by the defender. can't quite win it back. They are very patient. Sometimes I wonder a little bit too patient, but oh, I tell you what, Luca Beltran loves to get away, and I've got the option on the wing, and will not use it because he's given the ball away. So much room to find the pass, and he picks out the defender. That is something that we need to make the most of, especially in games that are so tightly contested here. That's not a foul as far as I'm concerned. The referee pointed for a foul for them, weirdly, but we're the ones that get it. Diego Lopez. Here's Javiguera. And Tarrega. Hugo Duro not really with anywhere to go. Correa will utilise his pace here and deliver a really tasty ball into the hands of the goalkeeper. It'll be 0-0 on opening day of the La Liga season. We had chances. We just didn't take them. But I think I might tweak the sliders a little bit for the next game and just test things out in this first gameplay episode. The ideal is a streamlined where it cuts straight to this. You can see Osasuna's starting lineup here. They're going with a 5-back, then 3 in midfield and 2 up top with Garcia and Becker. Geraldo Becker is going to be slightly fast, I think, if we know anything about Geraldo Becker. Aitor Fernandez in goal for them. You'll have to let me know, do you prefer seeing the lineup like that for video content, or do you prefer me showing you, just skipping that straight away and coming in and showing you their ratings like this? Which do you prefer? Let me know in the comment section, and I can adjust accordingly. Danuma. Chill, mate. No need. Fran Garcia to Pepelu. Pepelu out to Danuma. This is building really nicely. Danuma looking for Beltran. We're in the box. Luca Beltran. Oh, the finish! Welcome to Valencia on loan from Fiorentina. Luca Beltran. Our first goal of the Valencia save comes away from home, moments into the game against Osasuna. Excellent build-up play. Lack of movement in the middle meant that I had to go solo, but... oh! I am here for that, Luca. I am here for that very much so. We lead. Danuma in the space. It's a little bit more congested now. Guerra. Looking for Danuma again. We'll try Finessa. Yeah. No, we won't be doing that again. It's a second chance. It's an opportunity to grab a goal. At the minute, we are dominating Osasuna so far in the opening 20 minutes of this one. Mark. Okay. They just went up a gear. First chance for them comes and thankfully goes. First time shot was pretty poor, but I couldn't get near them when they started putting together that move. That was very difficult to defend against. Lopez, though, looking for Hugo Duro, but really well read by the man in the middle. Moy Gomez to Aymar. Moy Gomez again, breaking past the midfield line and finding Rossier. And here's Toro. Safe. Oh! Come on, Keeps. You're going to give me a heart attack doing that. He's like, it's fine, it's fine. And then he just scrambles and panics. Not a fan, mate. Not a fan. It's almost like first time passing is linked to first time shooting, which I feel like it shouldn't be. We'll see how things play out. Of course, this is only the first game with the slight tweak to the sliders we've made. But they are picking me apart at will at the minute. Juan Cruz into the middle. Aymar. No! We're going to get rid of it, thankfully. Well, we're hanging on to this 1-0 lead right now. This is definitely better than the first game. Already. Becker. Get there. I can't get there. He's too quick. X. Bean coming. Geraldo Becker slams Osasuna back level in the game. He scored on match day 1. He scored on match day 2. You can use icons in career mode, yes. Not all of them, but some. Javiguera. Correa. Let's try and get that lead back again, shall we? Diego Lopez in here to Javiguera. Still obviously learning the gameplay whilst also learning this new team as well. It would be great if you could have some sort of import feature. So the team that you were last playing with on FC25 in that final save you did, that you're very familiar with and how they play, if you could play with them in this way on this game. I think that's advantage for us, not advantage for them. It's a free kick for Osasuna on the edge of the box. That would be ideal. It's Moy Gomez with the free kick. And he's going for it. Oh, no. Hello. They've caught me out there. Thankfully, the keeper's equal to it. I wasn't ready for that at all. Something from the training ground from Osasuna that nearly worked. Oh, well, so did our counter-attack if the referee hadn't blown his whistle. Used Danjuma before in other saves on other games. And I can't say as I've ever massively gelled with him, but he is always an option for me here at the minute. So's Luca Beltran. He's moving about brilliantly. Diego Lopez into the box. Here is Danjuma going up for that. There's two Osasuna men underneath it. Beltran brings that down very well. Guerrero late in front of Pepelu. Although it's not a great ball to try and maybe strike a first-time shot. I very much like Beltran at the minute. Oh, is that over the line? No! Aitor Fernandez with this save from Hugo Duro. Firing away a quick first-time effort with power. Onto the underside of the bar and onto the white paint, only not over it. That's as close as we've come to a second goal in this game. Javi Guerra breaks the play up there, and I'll look for Duro over the top. It's not rapid, and Boyomo is quick and strong. Right, they've actually committed quite a few bodies forward there, and Duro's going again. It's not rapid, but Lopez is in, and we've scored. Hugo Duro with the assist. He's about to leave the field of play, but he's just given us the creativity required to give ourselves the lead again. Away from home here against Osasuna, we have found the lead for a second time. Vamos! Just because we're 2-up doesn't mean the game is won, does it? If they're going to do that, though, I'm very happy. Toro, Moy Gomez, he's got the runner on the outside. Fran Garcia has intercepted it really well. And Ramazani has the pace. They do have numbers back in support, though. Beltran will look for Ramazani again over the top. He's in here. Ramazani drills it. 3. Monteanu scores on debut off the bench. Our new number 28 is 1-1. And we are 3-1 up. Our first win of the season is on the way. Ramazani's pace off the bench is going to be... Mwah. Final whistle sounds. Really pleased with that one. Actually, felt more difficult than the Real Sociedad game at times because of the slight tweaks we've made to the CPU sliders. That's the separate setting to the authentic sliders, the one that does like tackle aggression and crossing regularity and things like that. Montiano off the bench to grab a goal. Linked with Valencia in real life. Got the move done in virtual life and seemingly well worth it. Good positioning from him. And Ramazani with a great lung-busting run in behind. Our job is safe at the moment. One thing I forgot to do when I restarted the save was change the thingy from boss to Jefe, which I'm gutted about, actually, because I loved that we had set it to Jefe. So apologies for that. Just an oversight on my part. 8th at the moment for Valencia as it stands right now. One thing that doesn't necessarily make sense, or isn't visibly like apparent here, is yes, champion, yes, 3 Champions League, yes, Europa League, but how many are Conference League? Is it just 6th? So I've asked, with a new feature this year, you can select 5 divisions that you would like to see information from statistically for the current season and the previous season. And at the minute, I've gone with the Premier League, La Liga, the Premier League, Serie A, Liga, the Bundesliga, and the Segunda Liga in Spain, the 2nd division. So I can see all of the important stats. What I didn't know is that actually you get to see the cup competition from that as well. So that's actually really pleasing. So I can see that Bayern won the Super Cup, and I can see that Kane, Gnabry and Luis Diaz scored the goals for Bayern as well. This is a step in the right direction for Career Mode, very much so. The aim, when we asked for it, was for the whole save, for all of the save. But one step at a time, we are getting there, absolutely. So we'll take it for now and hope that they improve upon it yet further still. Hello, Chabby. We're not worrying about you at the minute. It's 10th versus 8th. It's Getafe next. Right, Getafe have Soria in goal. They're playing 5-back as well. Duarte in their Feminine at right back, former Watford guy, and there might be a bit of a shock up top for you. Liam Delap starts for Getafe here, sent out on loan by Chelsea. Liam Delap is in La Liga. Now that I certainly didn't expect, but a familiar face for us amongst some unfamiliar faces. A couple of changes to the lineup again. Ramazani and Muntianu start here after making such an impact off the bench in the last game. Outside of that, we are as we have been. Aviguera. Muntianu. Oh, that is aggressive. Really aggressive pressing. It's not going to work, though. Ah, but Ramazani's finish is not good enough, and that didn't work either. Very nearly getting an opening goal very early on again. Cutting apart the opposition. Quick 1-2 here. Gomez. Oh, Giro went to go and he's offside. It's an unbelievable attempt, but it is the wrong side of the line. To be fair, he did recognise that and try and jink back to get himself the right side of the line, but he just didn't quite do it in time, unfortunately. I'm sorely tempted. I won't. I was sorely tempted to give that a good old whack from distance then. Oh, that's poor. And Giro's onside this time. Oh, and that's a finish and a half from Hugo Duro on his left foot. That's a brilliant goal. Slammed into the back of the net. Hugo Duro is off the mark for the season. Finally onside, and, well, he made the most of it, didn't he? Given away by Getafe poorly. Ramazani quickly to it, and on his left foot, slam right into the back of the net. No chance for the keeper there. Shot power way too high. And the accuracy's fantastic too. We're in front. It's Mia. Oh. Liam. You have to. There is no excuse for not burying that. Getafe with the immediate chance to go and score and equalise, and they haven't been able to take it. Now, Ramazani's pace was far too much for Osasuna to deal with off the bench in the last game, and it seems like it's far too much for Getafe to deal with too, and the finish is top draw. All right, we're starting to find our groove with this Valencia side now. Ramazani on loan from Leeds makes it 2-0. Getafe trying to get forward. They get a little bit lucky. Oh, it's great movement. Kwami's in. What a save! Aguirre Zabala. We can see replay of that. We're not, unfortunately. That was a top stop by the keeper. Down quickly to his right-hand side. That was very impressive. More of that, please. Jose Gaya out to Ramazani here as we've won it back again. Getafe's possession retention has not been great in this game so far. Looking for Hugo Duro through the gap on his, well, right, actually. Unfortunately, I was hoping he was going to try and strike across that with his left. Wide of the target. A chance. To be fair, if he'd tried to strike it with his left, it would definitely have been blocked by the defender. We're 2-0 and comfortable thus far in this second one. Gaya. Looking for Ramazani. I'll try and find Hugo Duro at the back post here if I can. Is he up for the header? He is! Oh, what a header, what a save! David Soria. Getting right behind that, but Hugo Duro, what a leap, mate! I haven't seen replays of some of the efforts, unfortunately, but that was decent. That's not a very good corner, sadly. And Duro could win it back. No. If Hugo Duro scored that header, I would have been very impressed. Already, just by winning the header, that's more than we would have seen on FC25. So, it's a step forward in that regard as well. Getafe's possession retention, as we said earlier, is really poor at the minute. It's no surprise that we're able to have ourselves the lead in this game when they just can't help but give the ball back to us. Javi Guerra from range. Did that hit a hand? No. Keeper will keep it in play. No free kick. No corner either. It's into Diakabi. He's got to the loose ball. That's a lovely take by Juan Munoz. Javi Munoz, sorry, but the effort is not as good. Had a couple of chances, Getafe. It's his last action of the game, in fact, as Neu comes on for him. They've had a couple of opportunities, but they just haven't been good enough in almost every instance, unfortunately, for them. I'm going to bring Rioja on here. And Luciano. And Giro. Oh, pick your spot, mate. Calmly done. Slicing the Getafe backline apart. And a simple finish. Hugo Duro had to wait 3 games for a goal to come, but 2 have arrived at once. At the double. Kiko Femini forward into Mia, who's had a lot of the ball in this game, but with 2 minutes added on for Getafe here, they are going to be losing this one quite considerably and quite handsomely, thanks to Hugo Duro in the main part. If Liam Delap had tucked away that chance at 1-0, maybe it would have gone a different way. Potentially could have swung the momentum back Getafe's way, but there was no swaying in this game. One-sided action for the majority of it, and Valencia pick up back-to-back victories in La Liga. Unbeaten so far, 7 points from 3 games. It's not the perfect start, but it's not far from it. We've played 3 games. Nobody else has played more than 2. I did wonder why we were top of the table. I don't think we'll be top of the table for much longer. Our next game, which is quite nice to be able to see there in the league table actually, is against Barcelona. So the first game of the next episode is going to be pretty difficult, I think. But we're on to transfer deadline day here. I'm intrigued to see what actually what goes through here. We've got some player role updates we can quickly get through. We've seen quite a bit of growth already, actually, from a number of different players in the squad thus far. I've got a handful of players still that I'm looking to loan out and or sell that haven't actually gone through yet. If I show you the transfer hub, we've got Santa Maria transfer listed, Rabba transfer listed, and Vasquez loan listed. Otorbi is loan listed as well, but people keep trying to buy him. But no bids for any of those guys yet. But we'll wait and see how things progress here, potentially on transfer deadline day. Biggest deals on the day so far is Pedro Porro leaving Tottenham to go to Atalanta. Willy Orban has gone to Chelsea. And Lewis Skelly leaves Arsenal to go to Liverpool. Let me know what you think of that, Arsenal fans. Let's see how things progress here. Ben Sebaini leaves Dortmund there to go to Fiorentina. Ben Sebaini scored a penalty for Dortmund in the Champions League the other day against Inter, I think. No other big deals yet. Celta Vigo have bid for Torreira, but I'm gonna say no to that. He's 76 rated and playing well so far. I can't really fault anybody in our starting lineup at the minute, can I? We've been playing particularly well. Right, okay, there you go. Arsenal made some money then. Saliba to PSG for 116 million euro. That is a sizable one. Ademola Lookman moves within Serie A as well. Atalanta sell to raise some funds to maybe pay for Pedro Porro. Lookman was looking, so to speak, if you'll pardon the pun, for a way out in real life in the summer, wasn't he? And didn't get one. Nothing transpired for him, but he's gone to Juventus here. I see some more loan deals going through there. Nothing else on the top deals at this stage with 6 hours to go. We've got 2 offers there, so we'll have a look at that. Felix and Messer's left Leeds to go out on loan to Como. Still no other larger deals. Frankfurt have bid for Danjuma to loan, which is intriguing, but Danjuma I'm going to keep with me for now. Rioja, it wasn't Rioja that was on the transfer list, was it? No, it was Rabba. Rioja, it's Man United that have come in for him, though. Should I be considering that? A 31-year-old, 78 rated. He's not played for me yet. And with Fran Garcia in on loan from Real Madrid, I'm not sure I'd need the extra depth out wide. I could probably consider this Rioja sale, to be honest. If I can get a decent amount of money for him, maybe I should consider it. He's 31. He's not going to be getting any better. He's not a bad player, but is it an opportunity for January to make us considerably better? Ruben, you actually look like Ruben now. That's good, isn't it? Will you give me 14.5? No. They won't even negotiate with me. Okay. Good to know. We'll make note of that moving forward. Baum might be going on loan to Real Madrid, or sorry, moving to Real Madrid. It's a rumour there. Nothing else on the big ones at the minute as we come to the 4 hour. Luis Enrique might be leaving Inter to go to Bournemouth on loan. Luis Enrique, a new signing at Inter, I want to say, from Marseille, IRL. Might be wrong there, but I think that's correct. Not many massive deals going through on deadline day, is there? We're going to get anything in the final hour. Let's wait and see. Seemingly not. I'll be intrigued to see what other deals went through earlier in the window then. Mukhtar Diakabi is having a late bid from PSV, but will reject that. Upamecano rumoured to be leaving Bayern. Araujo rumoured to be leaving Barcelona to go to Arsenal. That would be their rather evident replacement for Gabriel. Transfer window closes and only €607 million spent on deadline day. We've dropped to 5th, but 5th is absolutely bloody fine for us at this stage. Very pleased indeed if we're able to finish 5th in this save. So biggest deals of the window. Wow, PSG. Spending and saving. So Saliba to PSG, Pablo Gavi to PSG. Barcola leaves to come to Real Madrid, however. DeMarco to Tottenham's a great move for them. As well as Balde. Sure, they need both, but they have sold... oh, that's annoying. Milos Kerkez from Liverpool to Juventus. Kerkez new signing at Liverpool, of course, from Bournemouth. That's worth feeding back to the devs. They have sold Destiny Udogie, Tottenham, and they've replaced him twice over by the looks of things. Tchouaméni to Manchester City, Militao to Liverpool. Real Madrid are losing quite a few players, aren't they? Zaccagni to Chelsea, Unai Simon to Arsenal. As Jurrien Timber goes to Napoli, Denzel Dumfries to Dortmund. Porro's left Tottenham, Lookman in. Vlahovic to Manchester United, wow. Brahim Diaz to Fulham, there's the Udogie one. Livramento to Inter, Mateta to Chelsea. Oyarzabal we played against today, but he's now moved to AC Milan. Mark Casado, I can't say as I know anything about Mark Casado, but Newcastle have seen fit to pay nearly €40 million for him. Francisco Trincao back to Wolves. Alberto Molero to Liverpool is an intrigue. Reece James to PSG. Okay. Some intriguing deals in this first window. That's annoying as well. Jamie Gittens, new signing at Chelsea in real life, now moved in this save as well. Hopefully that's something they can fix in the relatively short term. Marc-Andre ter Stegen has gone to Inter. Antoine Griezmann to Aston Villa in the Premier League. Danny Carvajal to Bayern. Of course, they've got a certain Liverpudlian now, don't they? Andrich to join Cesc Fabregas at Como. Right, well, that's where we'll call the catching up of everything for you for the transfer window for there, and that's where we'll call this second episode. Please do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the save. I'd very much appreciate it. Do make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on any more, of course. This save and the Palace one when it comes to you, when it starts over the next 24 hours or so, hopefully. Still got the PC copy downloading. I need to create all the Patreon players for the Palace save. That's the hold up with the start of that one. As soon as that's done, we can get cracking. But if you want to join the Patreon, there's time still to get your player in save. So do check it out. Link in the description down below. But make sure you're subscribed and you won't miss out on any more. So I'll see you in the next one tomorrow.